Hello everyone, it's Ebony. Hope you guys are doing well. The last couple of weeks I was under the weather, so sorry that I haven't gotten back to you in a couple of weeks, or probably almost a month. What is today? Today is, oh my gosh, I'm losing the days, losing track of days. Today is February 13th, so oh my gosh, tomorrow's Happy Valentine's Day, so Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. So let's get into stats, because that's what we really want to hear, right? So my stats are I had sleeve gastrectomy on May 8, 2017. My highest weight was 255. Surgery weight was 251, and currently I am 190. Now, I've probably been the same weight for about 2 months or so. So I'm in a stall, which is normal, and my doctor kind of warned me that the closer I get to my goal weight, the slower it is. So for him, my goal weight is 170, so that's roughly 20 pounds. And for me, I want to get about 160, so 30 pounds for myself. So as I get closer, I'm getting slower and slower and slower, no matter what I do. I've changed out my working habits, and now I'm currently changing my eating habits just to see if I need a little push. So not much going on. It's roughly 9 months post-op. And I did something a little bit different, even though if you've been watching my videos, or if you're new, hi if you're new, and thank you for watching, and thank you for watching for my oldies. I went to a support group, and usually I don't go to support groups because after work it's just sometimes inconvenient, and with the times and my children, so I usually don't get a chance or an opportunity to go to a support group. But I got something in the mail, and it was from the coordinator from my surgeon's office that they actually put a new location for a support group, which is like 10 minutes away from my house, which was awesome. So I figured, let's check it out. I can possibly learn some things, learn what's going on with my body, and meet some new people. So I went last night, and it was good to see that the instructor was a dietitian or a nutritionist, whichever one you want to call it. So she gave me some tips and tricks, and it seems like what other people were doing. I'm not your traditional, I guess, I don't know, weight loss patient, because a lot of people that I've encountered, they track a lot of things. I don't track a lot of things, and that's probably why I failed on Weight Watchers. I don't like to track. Looking at points and different things of that nature, I don't like. But a lot of the other people were tracking on, I think it was, I forgot what website it was. Fitness Pal, that's what it was. Just came to mind, Fitness Pal. So something made me just go home and download it. And again, it's still a tracking mechanism, which I don't like. You know, if I want to eat, I don't want to have to log everything I eat. It just feels like, I don't know, it's good, I guess, for accountability, but I just don't want to track. I hate tracking. I do enough tracking at work and do enough tracking for my house. I don't want to track my weight. So it was something that the nutritionist recommended I do, because I told her I was in a stall, and she said even though stalls are normal, but it's good to track like your protein, right? You want to track how much protein and different things like that. So in a way, I was like, maybe she's right. Maybe I need to track my protein, see how much fruit intake and vegetables, because she said with a lot of weight loss, what she sees that we forget to eat certain things. So the surgeon says high protein, low carb, but then we forget about all of the food groups like fruit, vegetables, and things of that nature. So with that aspect, I was like, she's twisting my arm. Maybe I should do it. So I did download it yesterday. And of course, again, but you have to track your food in order to get the calorie intake, protein, calcium, and etc. So I did it yesterday. And, you know, for me, I don't really know. And someone can comment. And I go to see my surgeon next month on my 10-month post-op. So I'm really going to drill down and see what he says. But I don't recall. Maybe I wasn't listening. Maybe I forgot. Sorry if you hear background. I'm outside of my patio. To know how many calories we are supposed to intake every day. What is our calorie? I'm almost guessing about 1,200. And when I logged what I was eating yesterday, I was barely shy of 900. So I don't know if that's what it has, contributed to my stall, that I'm not eating enough. Because, and you're probably saying, wow, that's good. But I do work out a lot. And the more you work out, the more you have to eat. So whatever I'm eating, it's pretty much stored, right? It's not doing anything. So if I'm not eating enough, and if you work out a lot, you have to eat more. So I guess it has some pros and cons to it. So I think I'm going to continue. I haven't done it today because, again, I guess with my job, it's just the first thing I do is not to bring out my phone. I know my routine. I drink a protein shake early in the morning. Maybe 2 hours later, I'll have an omelet. Then I'll have lunch. I'll snack. And I'm kind of quick with it because I work from home. So if you watch my videos, working from home, and I train all day, so I'm talking all day. So I don't have that liberty, and I'm on camera like I am on now. I don't have that liberty to say to my students, 1 second, let me log this. So it's kind of hard for me to track that way. I know I need to do more water because I talk all day. I don't have the ability to just stop what I'm doing when I'm training to drink my water. But I think I do get enough. I've never been dehydrated, thank gosh. I'm always scared to return in the hospital, so I try to follow the rules as much as possible, even though this past weekend, I will tell you, and I vented on Facebook, on my group. I vented to some fellow weight loss losers, and I ate bad this weekend. And when I mean bad, oh my gosh, I had cookies, I had fried food, and I was bad. I was really bad. But I also felt guilty, and I vented, and I told people on my Facebook group, and they were all very encouraging. And another thing, I don't know if anyone has tried it, and again, I like to be honest on my videos. I had a craving for Pepsi. I don't know why. But I just did. And because I've always been a firm believer, and you might agree or disagree, we can agree to disagree. If you have a craving, I think you should just, in moderation, but have it, right? So if you're craving a piece of cake, have a tiny piece of cake and be done with it. So I had a craving for Pepsi. And what I did was, because I didn't want to drink the whole thing, because of course we all knew that's what some of us did prior to surgery, and it's really bad. And I looked at the calories, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to kill me. But what I did was I drank some of it, and then I gave it to my kids. So I didn't drink the entire soda. I drank some of it, get the craving, and about killed my throat. I couldn't believe that I can drink this prior to surgery, like with no problem. But I did drink not even half. Got it out of my system, and I'm okay. So I'm good now. But I do believe, and if you're that person that feels like, no, I'm not going to try it because I know I'm going to overindulge, then don't do it. But I feel like I have to get that craving. I even had ice cream. Oh my gosh. I had a waffle cone with sprinkles. The good thing about it is that, again, I had it in moderation. I don't do this every weekend. I felt guilty, so I did work out. So maybe I pretty much burned everything that I intake, but I didn't gain any weight, which is good. But I was just happy to get it out, so I'm good. But I have made some changes since then with my eating habits, and I'm going to change my workout regimen. Maybe I'm doing too much cardio. I don't know. I'm just going to change it up a bit, because when I do go, it's pretty much the same. I'll do the elliptical. Now I'm starting to do some weight training, because now I think I'm at the stage where I can start toning. Because I've lost about 65 pounds, and I'm almost to my goal, less than 50%. I'm like 20 to 25 pounds to my goal. So now I need to tone, and I've been doing really good. I went to Walmart and I bought some weights. So I showed you on my last video about my arms, and they're not too bad. This, I think, is still some fat. So I think once I lose the 20 to 30 pounds, that will adjust. And again, I've never done a full body. One day I'll do that. Maybe the next video I'll try to do that, maybe on my 10 months. I'm so bad with time. Maybe on my 10-month surgery, I'll do like a long full body. That way you can see. And I think a visual is always good, because you might be a newbie wanting to see the full results, or you might be on the same journey as me and wanting to see some results. So regardless, I will try to do a full body show, so you can see how I'm progressing. And I definitely look at past videos. I don't know about anyone else, but I do look at some past videos to see how my face has changed, and even my hands. Oh my gosh, I can't wear my wedding ring anymore because it doesn't fit. Shoes, oh my gosh, you lose weight in your feet as well. It's mind-boggling. And it's funny, when I went to the meeting, the support group last night, she asked a question. She says, do you feel more rewarding when you see the scale go down, you know, the number, or is it the NSVs, which is non-scale victories? And for me, it's truly the non-scale victories. And for some people, it might be the scale. For me, just to be able to get into certain clothes, cross my legs with no problem, walking up the stairs without huffing and puffing. I went on a plane since my surgery. And prior to my scale, prior to having the surgery, and that was kind of like a light bulb, my seatbelt barely fit. Like literally, I had maybe this much room. So if I would have ate something, I probably would have busted out the seatbelt. Surprisingly, when I got on the plane, oh, it was so nicely fit. I was just like, oh, I'm in heaven. So those non-scale victories for me are more rewarding than the scales. For some people, the scale is more rewarding. But I know for me, the non-scale, because I find that as I'm losing weight, I'm losing more inches in weight. So I've seen people my weight, which is 190, and they're still in like a large. I'm in a medium top. And I've had some shirts I can get into a small. And I'm not even at my goal, but I'm at my goal for my size clothes. My size clothes, I wanted to get into a 12 pants. I'm almost at that. I'm at a 14, almost pushing to a 12. I got a big old booty, so I ain't get there yet. And big old legs. So, but I'm almost getting there. So I'm still enjoying the ride, even though it's a slow progress right now. I'm still enjoying. And one advice that I can give you on this video is to never compare your journey to someone else's, because everyone's journey is different. I had to learn that as well. So I'm not just preaching to the choir. I had to learn that myself, because everyone's journey is different. And that was the one advice I gave to a lady last night. They had a support group in one room, and they had a seminar for another group, which the seminar is for people that are thinking about the surgery, the weight loss surgeries. And they brought them over to the support group because they wanted to talk. Of course, they wanted to get some real people. And she had a lot of questions, of course, you know, how much weight you lost, any regrets. And of course, we all said no regrets. Even though there's a struggle, there's some bumps in the road. And of course, you know, if you have any health issues, that's rewarding, because guess what? I don't have any high blood pressure anymore. But the one thing I told her to take away is, if you do decide to have the surgery, don't compare your journey with everyone else's. It's really, really easy to do that, because you're thinking, oh, you had surgery at the same time. Oh, you had the same surgery as I did. Are you feeling this way? It doesn't work. And it doesn't help you along your journey, because it's only going to make you depressed. And I had someone that sat right next to me, and she had the sleeve. It was a different time frame, but the thing that she said she can eat, I was fine with it. That she said she couldn't eat, it made her sick, and I said I was fine with it. It doesn't make me nauseous. I'm really different when I hear other people's stories, because a lot of things don't bother my stomach. And she's like, oh my gosh, you're so lucky. And I said, be careful what you wish for. I don't have anything that bothers my stomach, but I feel that's not good. And the reason for that is I can eat ice cream and it doesn't bother me. So I mean, I can eat more. Fried food does not bother my stomach. So guess what? I can eat more of it. So the bad things that we're supposed to stay away from, if your stomach is like, we don't like it, guess what? I can eat it. So mine is more of a mental state. So I have to tell myself, Ebony, don't eat it, because I know I can eat it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to come to you today. Sorry about the noise. I'm outside. I'm in Florida, so it's about 85 degrees. So all the kids are outside. Oh my gosh. So I thought I'd do this in my patio, give you some different scenery about what's going on. So let me know what's going on with you. I hope everyone has a nice, safe, and joyful Valentine's Day. It doesn't have to be a loved one, because I tell you, even when I was a little girl, my daddy made me a Valentine. He always brought me gifts, and he still does buy me gifts. So enjoy your Valentine's Day. I will see you the next time. Make sure you comment, respond, because I respond to all of your questions, comments, concerns. Give me some more feedback, and I hope you all are doing just fine on your journeys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.